Okay. So in mechanism of breathing, study only I told you what is breathing. Yes, I told you or not. So breathing is nothing but a process in which air rich in oxygen goes to our lungs and air rich in carbon dioxide comes out of lungs. So that process is known as breathing. Means in the simple term, breathing means inhalation and exhalation. Okay. Inhalation means taking in air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide, that is exhalation. Okay. So the simple language, breathing is nowhere related with the means actually breathing is the part of respiration. Now I will tell you the difference also. What is the difference between breathing and respiration? Okay, yesterday I have not taught you now what is the difference between breathing and respiration. Did I talk? Have I taught you? Please tell me. Hello, have I taught you what is the difference between yes? Hello? Have I taught you? Please indicate. Have I taught you? What is the difference between breathing and the respiration? Okay. So actually respiration is a bigger term. Okay. And breathing is a shorter term. Breathing is part of respiration. Okay. Breathing is part of respiration. Okay. So now I will teach you how breathing actually takes place. Means how do we breathe? Mechanism of breathing. So first of all, we should understand what are the organs which are involved in the breathing process. So nostril is there, lungs are there, diaphragm is there, and rib cage is there. These are the four body organs which are involved in the breathing process. Okay. Now I am applying the collar mic and will go toward the blackboard and will explain you. Okay. So please cooperate with me. Okay. Just see here. Okay. So just see. Organs involves. So the first one is the nostril, second one is the lungs, third one is the diaphragm. What is diaphragm? Muscular floor of the chest cavity. Actually, these lungs lies in chest cavity. Chest cavity. Okay. And the muscular floor of the chest cavity called diaphragm. Okay, just see. I will show you one diagram. Okay, see this diagram. Okay, just see. See this diagram, and you have to make also this diagram. Okay, check it properly. So just see this area. This area is diaphragm. This area, and these are called rib cage. And inside the rib cage, what is there? Lungs are there. Okay, now this is trachea, this is pharynx. Okay, so now try to understand. Our lungs are surrounded by rib cage. What is this one? Rib cage. And the most important thing is rib cage and this diaphragm. This is the muscular floor of the chest cavity, that is called. Are you understanding or not? And this diagram you have to make. Okay, okay, so just see here. So with the help of nostrils, what we are doing, we are taking air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide. Lungs, that is the storage organ for the air. Means the air which we are taking and the gas which is produced after respiration, that is carbon dioxide. Okay, and they are live in the chest cavity. Next one is the diaphragm, that is the muscular floor of the chest cavity, and the next one is the rib cage. This rib cage surrounds the lungs, and protect. Okay, and now just see the what is there. When we inhale means just see, we are inhaling. So that during inhalation, what is happening? Ribs moves up. These ribs are moving up. Okay, and diaphragm, that is the muscular floor of the chest cavity, that moves down. This movement increases space in our chest cavity. This movement increases space in our chest cavity, and air rushes into the lungs. The lungs gets filled with air. The lungs gets filled with air. Once again, listen. Am I audible or not? Am I audible? Okay. So just to see what is happening during breathing. First one is the inhalation. When we inhale, see, we are inhaling the air. Okay. So when we inhale air, two organs are working. What are these two organs? Just see. First one is the ribs. These ribs moves up. Okay. And when ribs moves up, then what is there? Diaphragm will move down. Always remember, the movements of rib cage and diaphragm is always opposite to each other. During inhalation, ribs moves up and diaphragm moves down. So when ribs moves up and diaphragm moves down, so in the chest cavity, what is there? A lot of space is generated. When space is generated, so air will rush into the lungs, and the lungs will get filled with air. Okay. So now inhalation process is over. Now just see. During exhalation, what is happening? Just see. The ulta, just reverse. Ribs now will move down and diaphragm will move up. So whatever air is filled in the lungs, that that will what will be there? While diaphragm moves up to its former position. This reduces the size of the chest cavity and air is pushed out of the lungs. So during exhalation, what is happening? During exhalation, what is happening? Am I audible or not? Hello, please indicate. Yes. So during exhalation, what is happening? Ribs moves down and inwards, while diaphragm will moves up. So when diaphragm moves up, then what is there? The size of the chest cavity will reduce. This will reduce the size of the chest cavity and air is pushed out of the lungs. So this is the mechanism of the breathing. I will show you two more diagram. Okay, just see here. I will explain. Just see. This first diagram, just you see here. Yes. Diagram is visible or not? See, it is clearly written. Diaphragm is moves down. Okay. Just see, these arrow is also there. Okay. Air drawn in. Just see this diagram. Entire diagram you have to make. Okay. Just see. And see, this is inhalation. And what is exhalation? Exhalation is this one. Diaphragm is moving up. Okay. And air is, just see, air is pushed out. Air is pushed out. Just you can check. Both diagram is here. Okay. Just see. So this is the mechanism of breathing. I hope that you understood. Okay. And these two diagrams you have to make while explaining the mechanism of breathing. Okay. So once again, just see what is happening during inhalation. Just see, with the help of this diagram only I will explain. Just see, this is the first one. This diagram is related with the, just a minute. Now somebody is presenting. Okay. Now it is normal now. Yes. Just see. See here. This is inhalation diagram. Inhalation diagram, what is there? This is the rib cage. What is this one? This is rib cage. So during inhalation, what is there? This rib cage will moves up. It is written also, moves out. And diaphragm, just see, diaphragm moves down. Okay. Then what is there? The size of the chest cavity will increase and air will rush in. Okay. And during exhalation, what is happening? Just see, these ribs will moves down and diaphragm will moves up. Diaphragm will moves up. Then what would be there? Now the size of the chest cavity will reduce and air will moves out. Okay. So this is the mechanism of breathing. Okay. I hope that you understood this one. So just see how many organs are helping. Nostrils. Nostrils means nose. Now just see, two holes are there in nostrils or not. With the help of those nostrils, air rushes in, and then what is happening? Air will go to the lungs, and the lungs lies in the chest cavity, and the floor, muscular floor of the chest cavity, that is called diaphragm. And now lungs is surrounded by rib cage, and these rib cage protect the lungs. Now what is happening during the breathing? Once again just listen. During inhalation, what is happening? Ribs moves up and outwards and diaphragm moves down. This movement increases space in our chest cavity and air rushes into the lungs. The lungs gets filled with air. Okay. And during exhalation, what is happening? Ribs moves down and inwards while diaphragm moves up to its former position. This reduces the size of the chest cavity and air is pushed out of the lungs. Okay. So just Hemant, now you unmute, let them ask their doubt. Okay, unmute. I am unmuting everyone. Okay. Yes. Okay. Huh? Ask. Yes. So actually, they means they windpipe. Have you heard or not? Windpipe, windpipe. They are the part of windpipe. They are also working. They what they are doing, with the help of those areas only air will go. But during breathing, they are not playing any role. The most important role played by the nostril, lungs, diaphragm, and rib cage. That one only I have written. If you want to write those organs, you can write pharynx and trachea also. What is there? Pharynx and trachea. You can write. Now, nasal passage is there, and inside the nasal passage, nasal cavity is there. Then oral cavity is also there, but oral cavity is not playing role. Hello. Okay. So you write. You write two more organs here. Okay. Just let me enter those organs also. Just see, make this one 6. Okay. And now make this one 4. Pharynx. Okay. And the fifth one, trachea trachea. And this is 6. Okay. Yes. And this is pharynx. PHARYNX. Yes. Okay. But just see, they are not playing much important role. Okay. So you can write, I don't have any problem. Okay. Yes. Anybody else? Yes, Spurti. Ask. Actually, I will tell you what is happening. When we try to understand, when we breathe from the mouth, then what is there? If you see clearly, there is a one point, that is trachea. Trachea is there or not? Actually, just see, oral, in suppose you are visiting to any doctor, so for showing your nose, okay, or if any problem is there in your throat, or if any problem is there in what to say, your oral cavity, so what is there? Doctor, what is written? ENT specialist. What is the meaning of ENT? Ear, nose, and throat. Ha, Spurti, are you listening me or not? Just see what I want to convey you, that these three are joint only. Means even if you will breathe through mouth, then also it will go to the lungs only. But one thing won't be there. Just see. Who is talking? Hello. Listen here. When we breathe through mouth, that will also enter in our lungs, but only one thing to be clear. What is that one? In nostrils, what is there? Small hairs are there. So with the air, if pollen grains, dust particles are entering, so nasal cavity here, they stop this one to get into the lungs. But if we are breathing through the mouth, so all those dust particle, pollen grains, everything will go to our stomach and they will damage. So that is why it is not advised to breathe through mouth. Are you getting my point or not? Just just see, I will show you. Just see. Suppose you are breathing through mouth. Just see, this is mouth, okay? And just see, here this oral cavity is joining with the pharynx only. So through pharynx, then trachea, then it is going to the lungs only. Correct or not? But only one difference is there between the breathing through nostrils and breathing through oral mouth. Okay. Now in nasal cavity, what is there? Small hairs are there which trap the dust particles and pollen grains, while in the mouth, if you breathe, then directly these particles will get into your lungs. Are you getting my point or not? That is why it is advised not to breathe through mouth. Did you get my point? Hello. Yes, ask. The same process is only happening. Only the thing is, when you close your mouth, so air will not come out. Okay. So it is forced to come out through the nostrils. But if your mouth is open, so through mouth only it will come out. uh, yes. uh, when you just see, cough means, try to understand. Coughing means what is there? You are what to say, moving out your air which is filled in the lungs with the force. That is only cough. Are you not getting my point? Moving out air which is filled in the lungs with force. That is only coughing. Okay. So it will reduce the size of the chest cavity. Huh? Definitely, if you will not take in air, what is the meaning of respiration and breathing? Taking in air and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide. If you will not inhale air, so almost breathing will be stopped only, na? Of course, that is why what I told, breathing is the part of respiration. When oxygen will go inside the body, then only food will be broken into and energy will be released. So that is why what is there, respiration is a bigger term. In have I tabulated that difference? Spurti, please tell me. Yesterday I have tabulated what is the difference between. Yes, and it is a chemical process. Respiration is a chemical process, while breathing is a physiomechanical process. Okay, and respiration is physiochemical process. Okay. Physiomechanical, mechanic, you understand, na? Physical and mechanical. Mechanical means what is there? Movement of ribs, diaphragm. That is why it is called mechanics. Okay. Yes. Lungs lies in the chest cavity. Lies. 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 Chest cavity is the hollow space in which lungs lie. Okay. Yes. Windpipe. Hello. Hello. Ask. Now I have to teach something else also. How do we sneeze? That also I have to. Chest cavity is the hollow space in body where lungs lies. Okay, just like diaphragm, it is there na, muscular floor of the chest cavity. Just see, again I will show you. This is diaphragm. This area is the diaphragm. This is muscular floor of the chest cavity, and this inside of this one, everywhere it is the chest cavity only, and here only these two lungs are found. Okay. Not at all. Not at all. Because our energy need is more, one lungs will not sufficient to supply enough amount of oxygen. Okay. So I am moving ahead now. Lung, no, no, uh, lungs will never be removed, only it will be tried to revive the lungs. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now again I am just muting. I am muting you people, and now I will teach further. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, so let me teach another thing related with this one. Okay, again I am applying the color mic and will teach that one and will give you the question answer. Okay, see, how do we sneeze? That is the question. Let me first rub and afterwards I will teach you. How do we sneeze? Okay, just see. Note down here. How do we sneeze? Okay, just a minute. The air around us, the air around us has many unwanted, unwanted, unwanted particle, unwanted particle like dust, pollen, pollen, pollens, smoke. Okay, when we inhale, when we inhale, these particle, these particle get trapped in the here in the nasal cavity. Then sometimes, sometimes, am I audible? Please indicate. Ah, sometimes these particles get past, get past, get past the hair in nasal cavity and and irritate irritate the lining, irritate the lining of the cavity. As a result, we sneeze. Sneezing, sneezing expels these foreign particles, these unwanted particles, unwanted particles. These unwanted particles, expel these unwanted particles. Sneezing expel these unwanted particles so that they cannot enter our lungs. Our lungs. Okay. Okay. Just see the homework. Homework. See. First question. Question number first. Explain the mechanism of breathing. Explain the mechanism of mechanism mechanism of breathing with diagram. With diagram. Okay. You have to write. This is question number one. Now here I am writing question number two. Question number two. Draw diagram of respiration. Am I audible or not? Am I audible? Hello. Yes. Draw diagram of respiratory system of human being. Human beings. Okay. Human beings. Question number third. How do we sneeze? How do we sneeze? Okay. These are the three questions. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. Just see. Unmute everyone. Okay. Unmute all. Okay, just a minute. Okay, just a minute. Let me unmute first. Okay, okay. So, yes. Now it is visible whatever I taught. Just see. How do we sneeze? छींकते हैं ना छींकना. Sneezing means छींकना. What is the mechanism of this one? Sneezing. Just listen here. The air around us has many unwanted particles like dust, smoke, pollens, etc. When we inhale, they get trapped in the hair in the nasal cavity. Okay, inside the nasal cavity, small hairs are there or not? So these hairs are very useful. What they are doing? They are trapping these particles. Okay. Sometime what is there? These particles get past the hair in nasal cavity and they get inside and irritate the lining of the cavity. As a result, we sneeze. So when we sneeze, these unwanted particles expelled so that they cannot enter to our lungs. So sneezing is a good for human body. I hope that you understood. Sarvesh, why are you presenting? Hello, everybody understood this one? So now note down the homework. Okay? Note down the homework. The first question is explain the mechanism of breathing with the diagram. It is written this side in the box. Okay. Yes. Next question is question number 2. Draw diagram of respiratory system of human beings. Okay. Now this diagram already I have shown you. This diagram you have to make. This is the respiratory system. And as far as the mechanism of human breathing is concerned, these two diagram you have to make. Okay. And now last question is, how do we sneeze? Just now I have explained, their answer is still written only. So whatever today I have taught, I have given you the homework and you should write this one. Okay? If any doubt is there, ask. Yes. Ask. Only one fellow should ask. Let first Samarth. हाँ हाँ definitely it will go. That is why whosoever is smoking na, we should keep away. Yes, yes. Any other doubt? Because meeting time is going to be over. Yes, Prince ask. See, inside the two holes are there na in the nose, isn't it? Whatever inside the hole is there, inside the hole, whatever hollow space is there, that is called nasal cavity. Okay, inside the nose. Okay, same cavity is found where lungs are there. That is called chest cavity. Cavity means hollow space. Okay, now time is going to finish. Now I am ending the meeting. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.